A lot of successful teams bunt. Those college coaches want you to know how to bunt because they will bunt you. All right? In high school, your coaches will bunt you. Okay? How many of you guys have had to bunt for your teams? Exactly, right? We all have to know how to bunt. Okay, your standard bunt defense that you guys will see most often, you got third base and first base creeping in a little bit. Okay? On the square up, third will charge, first will charge, pitcher will charge, catcher will have this area. Okay? So you're seeing that they have that little area right there. Okay? Chances are there's a person on base if that's happening. If we're bunting like that with nobody on, they're most likely, if they're doing it right, are not charging like that because they don't know the bunt's coming. These are absolute bunt situations, okay, where we're trying to move runners. Shortstop, come over to second. Second base, we'll go over to first base and cover, okay? Our goal is to bunt away from the runner. So if this man's on first base, drop it down third, okay? What you could do is read the defense and you've got big giant guy on first base who doesn't move well, and you've got big giant pitcher on the mound who doesn't move well. Guess what? Whoop, we can pop over there, okay? We have to be able to read the defense and adjust. Okay, now you see big dumb animal at third base and big dumb animal at pitcher with an athlete at first. Guess what? Move it on third baseline. Play the field, play the defense. Now, your next two standard defenses are when one of the corners crash. Okay, so this defense, you've got first base crashing, you got third base hopping back to third, short's got second, second's got there, first base or pitcher's got the third baseline, catcher's got his spot. Okay, chances are the runners are on first and second, and there's a guy on second, which is why they got the guy staying at third base at home. All right, where are we trying to bunt this ball? You've got a right-handed pitcher on the mound. Guess where that pitcher goes first? Over here. So we already know we want to kind of drop down third baseline here. All right. Now, if you drop it too short, guess what? Any pitcher can get to that. If we can get it somewhere in this range, that third baseman's going to charge. That third baseman charges. That guy's at third base with ease. Pitcher's got to adjust right there and try to be an athlete. If he gets it, and we have even average speed, now he's got to make a throw where he's got to go here, turn, and puts a little pressure on him to make a good throw. Not only that, but now you've got a second baseman covering first base bag. All right, there's a lot of variables right here to put some pressure on the defense, along with just doing your basic job of moving the runner. Now, if we can get it down this first base line and you see him crash early, if you see him crash early and you know he's going this way, guess what? We can live in this area right here. You got big, giant, goofy first baseman. You think he's going to be able to just change directions like Darren Sproles and get to that ball? Absolutely not. You got big, dumb pitcher who's already turning that way on the bunt because he knows he has third baseline. Now he's got to change directions again. All right? And now when he fields this ball, he's got to field it here because he just changed directions, and now he's got a different arm angle than he's used to. You've got big first baseman, if he fields it, having to turn and make a throw. All right? We want to live in this area right here. Here's our next possibility. This is when the third baseman is charging, first baseman staying home. Okay? Where's the pitcher got to go? First base line. Now, with a right-handed pitcher, it's much easier for that to happen. Okay? They're taking their body right to it. It's a simple field and throw. All right? Third baseman's now charging. You got a little bit better athlete over at third base, more than likely. Okay? So that makes third base a little tougher to work with. All right? In terms of your second baseman, either A, depending on the situation, he's going to back up first baseman, or B, he's got second base and the shortstop has third, or in the vice versa, when he's going here, he's got there. Okay, there's also a chance that he may take third, he may take second, or take first, second base bag's open. Okay, chances are that's not happening. All right, but we have to think about those guys too. We know those guys are moving. We know this guy's jumping early. We know this guy's going this side. Okay, where are you trying to get it? We want to live again somewhere in this direction. Okay. Now, why would the third baseman be charging in? What would the runner situations look like? Who would be on base? Where would everybody be? First, trying to get it out at second, right? Or nobody on potentially. I know for me, sometimes I'll just leave my first baseman there if I got a good athlete on the mound. And I'll just have my third baseman crash. Okay. Living right into here. Okay. But again, this is when we know that we're bunting and they know that we're bunting. That's the defense they're running. Let them crash, okay? Because sometimes even me as a coach, I'll make the mistake of pulling my guy in too far, and that ball will land right in the air, and there's no chance for anything, okay? We want to try to beat the defense. Now, if we're not going to try to go for that because we don't feel comfortable, somewhere in that range right there with good touch. All right, we don't want to hit it too hard, don't want to hit it too soft, but we have to have it in that touch right there. Job number 1, move the runner. 1A, get on base. If there's a way that we can move the runner and get on base, we got to do it, okay? But we have to understand what the defense is doing, and we have to understand how do we want to bunt according to the defense, because there's always a way. That makes sense? We're not just bunting to bunt. There's a purpose behind it, and there's a way for us to kill 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Wheel play is a man on first and second, or a man on second with outs trying to be done at third base. All right, so you've got the runner right here. Shortstop will crash in front of the runner, go to third. When he crashes in front, this guy goes home. He's got there. He's got this area. He'll crash this way, okay? This one's tough because it's a timing play. All right, usually it's timed off the pitcher. Pitcher is either gonna go 2 looks and then everything happens, or when legs lifted, they cut in front, but it's timed up so that there's really not much confusion about what's going on, okay? Best way to beat this is to work right into here, okay? We're trying to beat the positioning of the fielder now, okay? Where's your best athletes normally? Up the middle, second or short, right? So it's pretty simple. It's another timing play. He's gonna stay home. He's gonna stay home. He crashes. He crashes. He crashes. Best way to do this, we want to live right into there, or if we can push it hard enough down the lines, we're going to live in this area here and this area here. Because it's not like these middle infielders are coming straight down the line. They're coming more towards behind the pitcher, okay? So if we can hop it down the line, that eliminates that completely. Like I said, nobody out there your guys' age or in high school really, it's very rare to see someone be able to change directions, all right? So that's really where we want to try to live with that. Best way to beat it down the line. If you can't beat it down the line, we got to beat it in front to try to go to probably this side of the shortstop because he's got a harder turn. How do we read the defense? Huh?
How far back they're playing?
Nope. We have to square early. Square early so you can see what they're doing. If you square early enough, you see, okay, boom, pop it down, pop it down. If we go too late, we can't square or we can't bunt and read defense at the same time, okay? So square early. You know you're a sacrifice, beat the defense anyway. You're dragging your push bunt, okay? From a righty batter, okay, you're all right-handed except for Corbin, okay? From a right-handed batter and a right-handed pitcher, you know the pitcher falls off this side. Where's our bunt for a hit going? It's going drag down the line, okay? Now, this is a situation where we want it either fair or foul. We don't want this ball right here, okay? We want this ball directly down the line. If it goes foul, guess what? It's strike 1. All of us can hit with strike 1. Does that make sense? If it goes fair, we're in good shape because we just caught the defense on their heels. We have a left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Where's our bunt going? Right side of the field. This is where you get your push bunt, okay? Either A, you can put it right about into here, or B, you could even drag it up the line like that. You guys are good enough athletes where you can make that happen. All right, you're looking at about 8 to 12 feet that you're trying to work with. Does that make sense?